Hello everybody, I'm back. We've got an airdrop. This wondrous bridge. Such a nice game. See what objectives we need to do. But it's like we're doing a side quest called Gas Mask Man. Sounds epic, to be fair. Let me do the science stuff here on my channel here. Do a sound test. Oh, that's fine. Okay, so that's that been done. Alright, we'll pin that. There we go. And then what we'll need to do is we need to go and do my other settings, which is, let's have a look. This should be fine. Just won't take a moment. And that's if you're watching now. Later or many years from now. Okay, let me see if I can find this. Alright, so there's a... Here we go. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Where's all the power in the phone's like? Jeez. Because I haven't got advanced tech to do all this stuff before you do a stream. So it's kind of, you know, you gotta do it when you start. Skip forward a little, I suppose. Alright, we've got to get through this chaos. Sneak around a lot. I think that means they're coming. Alright, see if we can make it. thank you so much though for everyone who has watched. Really appreciate it. It's so sweet of you. It's such a tiny channel. A small, insignificant channel, so... Ow. No, what I really liked about Dead Island though, for the very first game they did is the vehicles. The vehicles were so good. But the idea that they haven't got those vehicles anymore. It would have been so cool going around in the original game. I think they did release vehicles in the end though. I think they did release like an add-on to the game that did provide the vehicles.
Craig, do you copy?
I copy. What's wrong?
Someone's turned on the 18th floor. We're doing our best
What
to
in
contain
the
the situation, but we can't sugarcoat this, Crane. We need answers in right fucking now.
Rise has promised me 2 crates, Brecken. 2 crates. I'm doing this shit as fast as I can, I swear.
Just hurry, please.
Here they come. Okay. We gotta go up that stairway. Okay. Sometimes it's better if you like try not to fight them. Only fight them if necessary. Even though they're slow walking, some of them are still a massive threat. I saw a building down here. Oh, survivor.
I can't hold on much longer.
You alright? Well, we can't do it. It must be like a invisible. It's tough.
I don't know if I'd do the same.
You okay? $85. Well, thank you. Is this your house? Sweet. Is that like a super sweetie? It always stirs. I guess you could probably spend the night here if you were trapped. That would happen. He's gone. Some steep hill. Clear screens. This is not a nice area. Can we repair this bat once, I think? Got him. What an odd contraption. Hey. Hey, Warrels. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for commenting. Why don't you try streaming on TikTok? You will definitely pull off more views. It's alright. I believe that the value of the content isn't always about views. You know? You've got to look at it from a perspective. Just because it says something doesn't mean that is actually true. Systems are very complex, very complicated, and they're structured in a way that you cannot understand them. Nobody can, unless the person that made them. So, whether you stream on whichever platform, doesn't matter. So what if no one's watching streams on YouTube that much at the minute? That's okay. That happens. At the end of the day, people are busy. They are very... this area is so unsafe. Let's get a better look. But I can understand where you're coming from a corporate mindset. 100%. I can, because that's what everyone aims for, don't they? The large views, the big confetti, the massive hits, the viral, the spikes. You know, basic or small channel is all about finding yourself, isn't it? Oh, maybe missed that one. Let's get up again. So I can definitely understand where you're coming from. A lot of people do convert over to TikTok because they get demoralised, they get deflated, they think they're rubbish because there's not 5 people watching or 10. You know, you guys don't care if there's 10 people watching my channel or 1 or 2 or 50 or 1,000. I don't think you guys would care. We're playing Dying Light, right? We're surviving the traumas of an apocalypse. I don't think TikTok would, or YouTube mind. Alright. Ah! I didn't know. But if you do stream, don't let those low views demoralise you. Don't let it. Just a number. We can't get up there. At the end of the day, I'm alive. I'm alive and I'm playing a game. We can't climb up them rocks. It's so strange. Ah! I think, you know, I'm alive and I love playing games, you know. I think that's more important than live views and big channels, you know. Ooh. Let's get some distance here. Let's have a breather for a moment. Smell this laundry. Oh, that's a nice garden. Just look at that. Hey. Yeah, you're 100% right, but getting people know about you more. Interesting, dude. Good player. Got nothing to lose. Oh, I understand. I know what you're saying, got nothing to say. But I don't really... I don't think it matters. For me. I think from what you're saying is a big channel. Definitely for a big channel. That mutilation there, that is awful. You know, when you're at that Icarus stage, when your channel's starting to sprout fruits. I understand. My channel is destined for different things at the moment. You know, like, the best thing for me to do is just enjoy what I'm playing. That's the spirit. Oh, not at all. I would never want to be famous, haha. But YouTube really affects small channels, streamers, you know. I would want you to succeed as a full-time streamer. I don't think YouTube's to blame for my low viewership or high viewership. I think it's me. I think that's me, that. Wild. I think it's down to me, it's down to the games I play. Mindset, I think. A lot of different parameters and examples that are probably too many in volume to list plastic. So like, imagine someone wants to raise horses. So if someone wants to raise horses, are they raising horses in a stable to become famous? Or are they raising horses in a stable to become recognised? A new established horse breeder. You know, channels are as complex as that subject. Obviously a person has a love for horses because they wouldn't be focusing so much on horses. So they're going to put an equal amount of love into an equal amount of ambition. And they call that business. Right? So something as complex as horses is something as complex as content. If you're gonna reproduce content as good as you breed horses, then, you know, that would mean I'm some major horse breeder. I think it would take a long time before anyone would even understand the concepts of horse breeding and stable ownership and animal husbandry. I think something like that is a very complex subject. So imagine it like that. Imagine it like a channel. Just because the farmer moves to different land doesn't mean he'll get better horses. The reason why the horses aren't that good is because of the breeder, not because of the farm, the location. Do you understand where I'm coming from, Wiles? You got to look at the the truth and the reality rather than the delusion. So I am very gritty and blunt with my points, but it is the truth, Wiles, and that's why you watch my channel, because you appreciate the truth and my honest opinions, not telling you what you want to hear. Because if I did that, I wouldn't be much of a channel, would I? I'd just be some random guy talking nonsense. And we can't have that. We can definitely not have that. But I appreciate you taking my success into concert. Nah, mate, it really is YouTube. It works far different than TikTok. You're really fun, dude. I could sit all day. It's alright, Wiles. Yeah, I get you, man. Well, I'm glad that you do. See, when you look at it, something as simple as that, you understand that it's my responsibility and my performance that turns out the count. Can't blame YouTube for my failures, Wiles. If I started doing that, I can hear something. Oh. Oh. There's something on the other side. Is this like a safe zone? Oh, it is. It's a safe zone. Alright, we got a lockpick. Search the bodies. Cigarettes. Well, thank you very much, though, for your contribution to your judgments and critical, well, constructive criticism. I don't mind it, me. Let's open up this chest. What's inside this? Let's see, we've got some coffee. Can't go wrong with that. Joel would love some coffee beans, I'm sure. And we've got a pipe wrench. So that will do. It's anyone who's wearing like a thick uniform or a radiation suit. Failures? I would never call your streaming failures. YouTube doesn't advertise small streamers as TikTok does. Everybody would watch you there, advertise your channel, etc. Keep it in mind. It's alright. It's a nice little farm, this. Right outside. So when you hide indoors, they don't pick up your scent. I think a canister went off. But thank you very much, though. Graphics on this game's nice though. Don't you worry about YouTube's numbers though. Sure, YouTube knows I'm doing a splendid job, no doubt. Alright, let's come back for a sniff. Alright, we knocked it off. Get through the gap. Ow! Ow. But I always stream though, me guys. I always do. I had to take a month off though. Last month I had to. So I don't know if there was like a flu going round. But oh, I caught it. I was out of the game. Oof. I tell you. Like I said, I'm here, I'm alive, I'm streaming, that's what matters. It is a terrifying game, Wiles, it is. Gotta see it at night. If you want me to walk through at night, I will. It's absolutely frightening. They run at night, they all run and chase you. So, I don't mind trying to survive a night. I'm trying to be immersive, so... How do I heal? Ah, is it this? No. Oh, it's backstab. I think there's a quick menu actually. I can't remember where it is though. Ah, so left on the D-pad changes the... There we go. Alright, so that means we got to go on our actual inventory probably. I mean, I bet I haven't even got any first aid. I don't. That's why I can't heal. That is so silly. what's my opinion on Minecraft? Professional opinion. It was built for the school system. It was built for educational means, and it was built to encourage youngsters to go to school, which I think is an amazing concept. As a game, you could make that game wherever you want, really. To a degree. I think it's good for people who have fixations on like a project, or if they have fixations over achievements. You know, a lot of people when they play Minecraft see it as a development tool, you know, because they got through school with it. You know, they see it as like dear Lord. Oh. Oh, the sweet spot is weird. Right, I like turning Minecraft into a nice graphical adventure. We did it. Hello? Always close the door after you. Alright, we got a chest. 2 chests. 3 chests. Got a nice little supply shed here. No food though. Alright, so we've got a hard lockpick there. Try this. Alright, we've got some liqueur. But it's no longer Minecraft, is it? Because it was purchased by Microsoft. So it's a property now. It's no longer a game, is it? It's a property because they've made a film. They've been involved with McDonald's. They've been involved with many different companies now and divisions. Hollywood. So it's no longer just a game. It's an actual, like a belief system. I'd just say it's more like a safe space, really, for people. Did it? You know, because people can control the boundaries and the law of the land. I've like friends from college, work, school, you know, they all have a community. Everyone's got their own. Well, it used to be all free, believe it or not. Everything used to be free. Let's try this lockpick hard here. can't do it, we'll give it up. Nearly. There you go. Oh, we got another baseball bat though. That's what I wanted, and a pouch. Alright. Not only that, we got some imaginary supplies as well. Some bits and bobs, some odds and ends. Box of matches, pack of smokes. You know, the necessities to keep Ghost going. Is this your car, Mr. Gasman? Terrorizing people. Oh, a journal. $9. I think GTA 6's vehicle damage would be better than this. I mean, for its time though, it's pretty good. I mean, the fact that you got actual dents in the vehicle is something revolutionary back then. Really was, you know. Alright, let's try the main house. Now that we've tried the shed, sometimes they hide in the shed. So you should stream it sometimes. I think it would be fun to watch. Or your Minecraft. Don't mind it. It's that game makes you fall asleep. You know, with the music and stuff, and the movements of it all, and the L trigger and the R trigger. It's all sleep motivation and art. You know, if I play that game, I'll probably be asleep in a couple of hours. If anyone could play Minecraft and be energetically charged while playing it, is beyond me. Absolutely beyond me. It's on the roof or a balcony. What am I playing? Dying Light? We're playing Minecraft on PlayStation. Oh my, is that like a hammer? Look. Let's see what we can remove. So, God, that's what we picked up. That's damage, so we can Dismantle that, I think. So... it's a fire wrench. That's what it's called. But I don't play online with Minecraft. I don't play online, and I only play offline and only with friends. So... I think this gas man's here. I've walked around the entire place. No windows, no doors. I mean, how do people get in these places? I mean, you need a door. Ah, the door. Oh, sugar and spice doesn't even work. Oh my. Can't play with the electrics. Can't break down the door. Can't do anything to the vehicle. It's not under the shed.
Tower speaking. Remember, if you cannot reach the tower in time, get your ass to the nearest safe house and wait until dawn. Good luck.
I don't think we get up by this window. Can't break windows. There's something I've missed. Let's come back. Well, I've tried getting in through this door, but it won't open. So in the shed, all around. So unless I've got to do something, don't actually know. Ow. Consider the bag. All we found was $6. That's all we found. We had a good rummage. All the clothes are too big. Oh dear.
This is Jade speaking. You know the drill. Get to the nearest safe house and wait until dawn. Good night, and good luck.
Phase. I think it goes dark at about 9 o'clock. I think it does. Might have to wait this out manually tonight. And that's why I love this game, because you can't always find your bed and just skip the night. Sometimes you gotta wait through it in a shed. Or sometimes in an apartment I've got to do it. Sometimes I found, like, I was being chased one time, and luckily I found this. I just leaped through a window. Turned out it was a... Well, I call them unofficial safe houses. It's where basically you can just go in a shed, shut an iron door firmly in place, and you'll still be safe. They will linger around though, they will sniff around. They need to remake this Techland. I think the creatures that lurk at night around are like giant how can I call them, grotesque manifestations. It looks as though somewhere down the line, whatever happened, whatever creatures are indigenous to this area somehow got into the residents through the mutations. Whether DNA or whatnot, I don't know. But these things can have like a predator-like vision from the movie Predator, the heat vision. So, you know, if you're behind a wall like this, they won't smell, see, or even detect you. But once you go outside, you emanate a massive frequency, and they just come. They just come looking for you, and the slightest noise you make in the dark, and you're constantly using that UV light, so it becomes a real difficult struggle to really survive the pitch dark. There you go. See? On the radar there. They've sniffed the random encounter. So as soon as you go outside, you're literally a target. So I wait until I'm a bit more leveled up. Like, I can't see any of Rick Grimes' crew going out in the dark when they know there are those giant creatures out there. I just couldn't see them doing it. They would hold out, because there's no way I'd survive it unless you run to a safe area. I don't know what that noise is. Nice drink of water would do as well, I suppose. Well, a cup of tea maybe, coffee. But it did not take him long. Creepy AI hunters. I think I should only take those out when I start being able to use firearms in the game. So as soon as you're able to do that, I think that's a huge advantage. The firearms quite... I can hear some crashing about. Yeah, they're close by. They can detect something. They're not silly. Come up to 4 o'clock in the morning. That means those broody creatures will dissolve into the night. But there's just no way I can go out there at such a low level and fight such creatures. And on the original build, the game, the disc, which is what we're playing, can't make it just zombies only. But thank you very much if anyone is watching. I'm gonna be, well, I am gonna be making a cup of coffee shortly. I should have got some chocolate biscuits. But it is nice getting a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. We'll see how it is. But it's nice for people to say hello. And when people do make comments about channels being suppressed, that's why 555 perfect. That's why you have a community to help you digress. I mean, I'm not saying the community does all the work. I'm not saying that. But on YouTube, it's all about the people who are there watching. It's kind of like them as a collective. It's kind of like 50-50. You know, if the YouTuber is doing all the work and the people are just watching because they don't want to support, they're just getting a laugh out of it. You know, that's why I take those type of comments me about, or stream on this or do that. I basically don't let it. Well, it doesn't administer to reality. You know, if an what's it called? An artificial intelligence firmware is incapable of understanding where things go, what's the point in questioning it or trying going against it? Like, if something doesn't know what day and night is, but it knows what money and what coins are, then, you know, the AI is going to operate fully about money and coins. The AI is fully functioned to prioritize channels who rake in large amounts of money and viewers. That's how it works. It's only until YouTube get a new CEO or a new leadership that all that changes. And stuff like that happens soon when they start changing bosses and leaders and stuff. Sometimes CEOs want to move on and do different work, you know. So but I can definitely admire people's opinions. You know, that's what YouTube's about. It's about letting people just express their opinions about things. So blah blah blah, you know. Blah 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 for Ghost. And the reason why this channel isn't probably booming with views is because it's not a political channel. It's not political. You've got to get political to get noticed. I am not political. I am a gamer. And gamers are creative. So I love drawing. Love drawing and love playing guitar. So I've got plenty of skills and plenty of hobbies that I love doing regardless to this. You know, natural, organic hobbies and interests. That I have art pads, coloured pencil kits, tools. When a system wants you to give up and stop doing something, that doesn't mean that it's right, what it's decided. No point getting upset over something you can't control. No point. Alright, it won't be a moment. Alright. Got a hot drink, so that'll do nicely. Six in the morning, so that means those lizard brood creatures should have been gone by now. So apparently this person is not showing his face, so I can't be bothered with him. There's no point doing a quest that it won't let you do. So what's this? Felon famous journalist. Events in Iran and lost all his work. Alright then, we'll do this instead. Alright, that means we've got to go all the way south. Great. Nice morning though, right? What time is it? It's only 11:30. Right. Go blue screen there for a second. Let me light this up. I don't think I've seen it snow in this game. I've seen it rain, but I've never seen it snow. Finally. Ooh. I think it's better at... You can upgrade your skills at night, to be fair. Oh yeah, this is counters. Have to think about that one. I think, yeah, it does work still. So all backlash does that allows you to use your UV lamp while you're running. I mean, makes sense. Does sound handy. Holy smokes, it fell on top of me. Holy smokes. No zip lines. Oh, Goliath. Thought it might jump down, but I guess not. Gotta be some supplies in that house there. Ah, food. That's health. Doesn't give you much though. See no stairs, so I mean, what is this, one room? That's all they had? There's no other room? No other way down? So this was our access to it. Alright. Starting to spawn in now, aren't they, those big dudes? Ooh, blade and some coffee. Get off! I'll leave that door closed. Oh, that's a quest. Night hunters. And they have nests as well. Vicious creatures. So there's home. Probably wise if I go there first, to be fair. So his satchel is close by. Such a good game. Dead Island is just as good as well. You just can't parkour in that. Should have put more sugar in the brew, but sometimes you gotta taste the tea. Sometimes you got to. Check in here. Toolbox. Some power cables. I didn't mean to do that. Hey, Wiles. Alright, it's one down. It's like the rainforest. You can't go on the ground. You just become dinner if you do. Hey, Wells. What time is it for you? It's 1 AM in Europe. Midnight for me in the UK. Midnight. Light effects are so cool, right? Such a deep game. This is actually a territory, I think. It is amazing for 2015 Wales. Not up here. Resident Evil style. We gotta turn the power on. There should be a fuse box. All that playground to adventure out there. Absolutely phenomenal. I heard the second game as well got really bad results. Like, I'll have to give that one a try. Dying Light 2. Well, if it's to start a new day, they're fresh. It's only 1 o'clock. I think I should. Hey Wiles, will you ever stream GTA 6 in the future? Oh, it's a nice sound. Horror is just out the window. nice relaxing sounds. GTA 6. Well, first I'd need a PS5 to do that. I don't own a PS5, so too expensive. For me, anyway. But if we ever get a PS5 and I get GTA 6, yes. Of course I will. So will 95% of YouTube. To be fair, whilst there won't be anything unique about me playing that game. There'll be role plays, people online going absolutely critical analysis with it, people complaining about it, people who hate it, people who love it, people who will stay with GTA 5 who haven't moved over. Play all sorts of different thoughts about it. It's Grand Theft Auto, so it's about two people who are a couple, apparently, and their bond is so united, it's so strong that apparently Vice City won't be able to dismantle it, but it will. It will dismantle the entire relationship over a space of however long the story takes. And I can see there being all sorts of different endings and outcomes, so it'd be interesting to see if people are willing to see all the different endings and choices and all the hiking, the trekking. He was checking my channel, but overall, what happened to Sava? Do you remember Sava? One of my old parts. Sava? Yeah, I remember my mods. I've only had about 4. So yeah, she's watched for a while, Savannah. She's always been polite to me. She's very busy, so she can't watch much. Yeah. Oh, the rain stopped. people, they come and go. I like the sound of the rain, me. We could, I just like chilling out, to be fair, when I'm playing my games there. Like, I think a lot of gaming environments are too serious. What about critical analysis and politics? That's why I play these older games, mate, because they don't have any of that in it. You know, it's why I play Metal Gear Solid. You know, Red Dead. No Man's Sky, GTA 5, this, Kingdom Come Deliverance. You know, I play those games that don't involve any type of critical analysis, because that's where gaming is evolving into, unfortunately. But I'm not doing that. You know, need a PC for a start to get the best experience, I would say, in terms of control over things I'd want to do with Fallout and Skyrim. You know, I'd really enjoy Skyrim on PC. I would be absolutely I'd be so happy if I could. And Fallout as well, Fallout New Vegas or Fallout 4. Being able to stream Fallout New Vegas would be nice. Gaming became such a nightmare in today's world. Well, it's what's the word? So basically, people who invest in computer games back in like 2020, 2021, the politics they put in place in games, they didn't know that adults play games, hold a majority of 80%. I would say gamers are 18 plus. As a majority, I'd say 20% are youngsters right now. Now, when I say that, I mean the political recognition of it, right? So like 80% of adults will see the political change, and 20% of youngsters will also see it. But the remaining 80% of youngsters and the remaining 20% of adults won't see it, won't care, won't know, don't even know what's going on, and just see bizarre illustration, expressionism. Because when that was put in place, the people who did it don't or didn't know at the time, or weren't advised comprehensively, fully, because money was such a big outcome for it all that no one sat down and said, for example, yeah, Frank, if you do that, you do realise that the majority of gamers are this and the majority of gamers are that. There's going to be, like, we're going to lose actually more money and more people in the future. But because people wanted a cash grab so quickly, for compliance reasons, right? Not for gaming performance whiles. That wasn't the aim at the time, and it still isn't now. So if you want games to have that magical build, can't be done, because everything's already been scoped out and written and gone through HR before the game was made. Now, so before a game's made, the stuff you can create and the stuff you can make has already gone through the paperwork. So no one can question it. So because nobody knew, whoever did it, the 80% of all the adult gaming industry estimated would actually be like, I'm not spending any of my wages on that, and I'm not going to buy next generation consoles either. You know, because they thought that mums and dads would buy those consoles regardless of what the games were, just because the fact it's a new console, and nobody did. Nobody bought it, you see. And nobody still has to this day. Like, those PS5s and Xbox consoles, nobody's bought them. They haven't shifted all the chips. The chips are still in the consoles in a factory. Still sitting there. No one's got the money to pay nearly 800 quid for a console that's been out for nearly 6 years. No one's going to pay that amount of money. Like surely now a console should be down to £200, £200-300 now for a PS5, really, and a new Xbox. You shouldn't be paying £800 for an Xbox One X. I bet it's about £650. I bet you could probably pick one up now for £649 or something. And I bet a PS5 Pro is like £749 or something. I bet that's what they are. and no one can afford that. And the reason why no one can afford that and no one's willing to invest in it is because these new consoles didn't have the games, and like people have said, the games that they're making aren't that good. So all the pressure's on Grand Theft Auto 6 to make everything right. And fundamentally, that is why I play games that are years old, because games were still like territory of where people could use gaming to get a job in government electro science or quantum computing. You know, if someone's worked for a gaming company making a game like this in 2015 from 2010, dealing with quantum coding, and the game was a massive success, they would have got an instant job at a new company. You know, this was a time when people were using games to get jobs in massive corporations. That's why the games were so good, like The Division, Wildlands, Far Cry Primal. That's why these games were 10, 15 years ahead of the time. Is simply because the people who were building them were literally doing everything they could to get those major positions. That's why Skyrim, right? Skyrim was built by 3 men. Like no one would know. Like everyone knows it was a group of 100 people who made Skyrim, but it was 3 men. Todd Howard being the one. The other guy was the music. The other guy was the artwork, and the other guy was the systems. But it was mainly 3 guys who drove the project. Where now you can't do that anymore. Now it's got to be 12, 15 people who drive a project. You know, the rules have changed, and there's nothing we can do about it until they change it back. Because there'll come a time when people won't give a monkeys about putting delicate politics in games. There will come a point when no one will, because there won't be any money in it. Because it was made to stop people who were directors in these gaming companies from getting money. You know, these other people wanted that money, and by God, they got it. They got it, hook, line and sinker. They got our money, and they made sure that they would continue getting it until everyone stopped buying games and buying consoles. And what have they done? What have people done? Stop buying games, stop buying consoles, and there you go. That's what happens when people who don't know anything about what gamers want or about the gaming world and just know about money, they make changes so they keep their money, and then what happens is that because there's no good stuff, no one buys the games, therefore they don't get any money. In fact, they start losing money, so they leave. It just takes about 7 years for an investor to leave. It takes 7 years. On average, because they do 3 years in, 3 years out, 1 year fallout after their investments. And it's coming to that point now where they're all gonna leave. But the thing is, there hasn't been any proper decent games, has there? I mean, I'm sat here playing Dying Light, sat in a room watching a skyline of chaos. I don't think any other game could do this. But then again, I'm not playing seriously, I'm just having fun, I'm playing immersively. I probably would be sat at a window speaking to myself if there was a zombie apocalypse outside. I probably would be stood speaking at the window at the world. I would be looking out. I'd be saying no work today. There is no work today, I can tell you that. I don't think the manager has showed up. Get cracking soon. Did I quit DayZ? No. No, definitely not. It's very draining, DayZ. It's draining. And the servers keep restarting after an hour. It's absolutely insane. It's not worth anything, that game. On console, it's not worth a carrot. I understand they've done an amazing job, and they have Bohemia Interactive have done a fantastic job porting that to console, but it doesn't work despite how good the port is. For a game to restart every hour is absolutely unmanageable. I mean, I think the longest I've ever gone without a restart is probably an hour and a half to 2 hours tops. And apparently if the servers don't do it, like, they can corrupt and break. So that game is actually really good, because I end up walking the countryside, me. I rarely run when I'm playing DayZ. I explore the country the way I would do it, through the forests. I've even met players doing it. That's why people watched, is that they couldn't believe that even though I was walking everywhere, I would encounter other players who were running everywhere. They just could not believe that it can happen. And I was like, of course it will happen. Because it doesn't matter whether I'm walking or running. You know, the fact is that that game is a broken, beautiful mess. And it's got so much potential, but it's a shame that it's broken. And there's no story. Hey Wells, you genuinely shocked? How a smart person like you isn't famous. You feel like you watch anytime, anywhere. That's good, man. As long as it fits the bill at this time in your life, man. No worries. But I stream on Sony broadcasting services. Sony control the broadcasting. Wouldn't be YouTube that would control that impression demographic. That would be Sony, that. YouTube's the platform, remember? Like Sony's the service. So YouTube's a platform, so whatever the community press. So if you guys like, or if you're watching on mobile, there's like little symbols you can press and stuff that are like party poppers and 100 symbols, shocked faces and stuff. Like, the system doesn't reward the channel on my intellect. Do you understand, Wild? So the system doesn't reward my channel with how I explain situations. Right, the system doesn't see Ghost as that forefront because, right, the channel isn't about me explaining situations. Do you understand? So if I explain situations on a gaming network, right, the system thinks all I'm going to be talking about is computer games and what I'll be doing in the computer game, and if it's a speed run, is it point based? No, the AI doesn't know that I'm immersively playing a zombie game, because inherently the channel isn't about me surviving in zombie games. The channel is about me helping my viewers relax and enjoy their viewership by listening and watching the channel, right? So if I do a gaming stream, right, which is the most difficult, most challenging, most boring, most dragging, empty, lonely chat rooms you can imagine on the entire platform is computer games. Now, those channels you see that have all the chat going bonkers and they're playing computer games, you gotta understand that that isn't about playing computer games or gaming. That those channels have evolved into something that this channel, right, it, like, they dream about having the moments of having the channel back when it was in its roots, but still have the fame, because that's what they want. But it doesn't work like that, does it? So it's more or less about me just playing games and not talking stuff. The system doesn't expect me to commentary or to speak about philosophy or gaming analytics. It expects me to play games and focus on speed running or high scores or achievements or how to achieve this or how to complete that. Do you know what I mean? But I don't do those type of streams, so the system doesn't reward my channel, not due to inferiority or to lack of ability. It's more or less a case of my audience, because it's all about sending the impression to the right people, you know? And obviously it was sent to you, and you enjoyed it. So it you know, whether you've been subscribed for a long time or whether you've just joined this evening, because you obviously know Savannah, so you've obviously been here before a while ago and you've come back because you were in a time in your life when you require a personality like myself, right? Because you've been referenced to me by Savannah, so you knew who to come to when you were feeling the way you're feeling. That is why you came to my channel. You didn't come to my channel because of what game I'm playing. I mean, it might have intrigued you, but you didn't come to the channel because of the gaming tips and tricks. You came because you require a personality right now and a voice that you could actually chill with. And you require myself and this channel to help you get over the bricks right now that you're on, and that is why everyone does come to my channel, more or less. And you're in the right place, you know, like you are. That's why Savannah comes to this place when it is required. It seems that's what the type of energy the channel is, you know. And slowly and steadily it will maybe grow. But it will be for the right reasons, not because of fame, not because of high views, not because of super stellar advertisements and super money. It wouldn't be for any of those reasons. It wouldn't be because of corporate or politics. It wouldn't be because of any gain. It would be down to someone's passions and hobbies and interests, which is different, isn't it? YouTube is a platform which controls your streaming overall. Sony allows it, though, through its partnerships. YouTube doesn't advertise you in a way where you pop in everyone's. Oh, of course they won't. No, YouTube won't do that. YouTube wouldn't do that for my channel. You're right there. They would not. Not for someone like me. You are right though. The why though, that would be interesting. The why is interesting, isn't it? Isn't that so interesting when people do go down the corridor of the why? You know, that's the dangerous compass to follow, that is the why, because no one actually tells you why. Maybe something I've said. Wiles. Maybe it's something I've said in the past. Or a game I've played. Maybe it's both. Maybe the system doesn't like the games I play, or doesn't like how I respond. Maybe the background value score of the channel is really poor. Despite whatever results are reported, you know. Some people delve so deep into it that it becomes a fixation. Some people actually create channels all about that. But I'd say it's both for me, Wiles. I'd say it's YouTube and Sauna. I wouldn't say it's just all, I'd say it's both. But what's the point in disagreeing with two corporations, Wiles? What's the point? You know, because there isn't any issue because I'm streaming. You know what I mean? I am actually streaming, so there is no issue. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to stream. I wouldn't even have a profile or a streaming subscription. You know, so the fact that I'm streaming... And my channel did have a boom back in November, I think, in Christmas. My channel had 500 people watching in Skyrim, my Christmas special with all the Christmas trees I did. Everyone loved it. Did like a roleplay diary playthrough with a Nord, walking through all the Christmas trees that I modded for Skyrim for everyone at Christmas. Everyone loved it. It was just a random thing that I did, and it turned out that, you know, but the thing is that eventually people move on. You know, it's really difficult to sustain 500 people. You would not believe how difficult it was for me. It was an extreme difficult challenge doing that over Christmas and New Year. I had like the comments, and I had no moderator. I do it all myself, and it was, oh man, it was so and I think YouTube knew it. So I think I got sick. I think I got like my throat went. I think my voice went while I was on stream. I think it actually went like. But I'm just having a smoke here, by the way. That's why I'm just sat here. You don't have to listen to me at all. I'm in my own space. Maybe the system doesn't want new famous people on the scene. We will never know. And that's the world that we live in. I don't know if being famous is anything. I don't know, man. Maybe the system just dislikes Ghost, man. Maybe the system just dislikes Ghost Render overall. There's nothing really much I can do about that, to be honest with you there, Wiles. You know, if the system dislikes me, then... You know, if two corporations are disgusted by Ghost, then oh dear. Nah, brother. Interesting. It's alright. No one has to watch my streams. I've experienced what it's like once with them busy I've had you. I tell you, I couldn't do it anymore on my own. Couldn't do it. And you know, there was no one there that would. And that's when I knew though that something wasn't right. Something didn't feel right about it because I should have had a moderator. He was there helping out, but no one actually offered or accepted, and that's where I thought it was very, very strange because normally, like, out of all the thousands of people, at least one person would have said yes. You know, but it's a lot of work, you see. And maybe the system knew because of that. You know, if no one's willing to moderate for you properly, then, you know, it knows I can't do it alone, man. Like, I tried. And then by the time March came, I couldn't do it. I think at the end of February, I had to just not stream at all for like a month. It was over a month. It was like 5 weeks. I just couldn't do it. That November, December and January boom that I had completely blasted my energies, like reserves. But then again though, there was like, you know, a few other things as well that did it. But I have experienced it, Wiles. I have firsthand, and it started when I played The Walking Dead. Now I remember, right, it was like last year, right, and I know you guys, if you do stream and you do have a YouTube channel, I understand you want to make it, but I give you the feeling I got at first was absolutely sensational, right? So in the November when I started The Walking Dead, I noticed when I was playing about, I mean, normally there was 0 people or 1 person watching at a time, which is about now the same, right? And then all of a sudden I remember like 18 to 20 people was watching me play The Walking Dead, right? And I was like, that's weird. That's really weird. So, and then I remember the next day I played Assassin's Creed. Nothing. Nothing at all. No one watched. Then I played Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So I like the one from Egypt, right, which is Origins. Then I played Odyssey. Nothing. played a couple of other games. Nothing. Then I didn't play anything for a couple of days, and then when I went back, I played Skyrim. Next thing, I think I was in a dungeon. Right? I was in a dungeon. And I had one person watching, and the next thing it jumped to 36 people. Right? And I was like, whoa, that was weird. And then the chat starts going. And like this went on, and then it just grew from there. And it got to a point where I couldn't even read any of the comments, or even read through the ones that had flagged up as weird. So it got to a point where I was playing the game, trying to provide commentary and entertainment, while trying to moderate the channel. And over a long period of time I couldn't do it. And I think the system took me seriously on it. Like, it knew like I couldn't do it. I wasn't successful at doing it, but how difficult it really is. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, how hard and difficult and challenging and draining it actually is. When you do it alone, without any support. So it is good at first, but then when I got unwell in the February, it didn't become fun anymore. Like, I'll say it, it didn't become fun anymore. It became really difficult to do, because think about it, right? My brain was used to playing the game in my own company with the odd person watching. I wasn't ready for that, you see, Wiles. I wasn't ready for that type of impact, but it happened. It did. You can go back and watch it. It's all on record. Go back to November and you'll see the views. It ran about mid-November. Like, I don't know, I ran about the 22nd or the 23rd of November. Because I remember it was late. And everything changed. So, yeah, it's good. And it was. I will not deny that from you, man. Like, honestly and truthfully, it felt like coming first in a race. I don't know if you've ever come first in a race before. It's difficult to do, especially when everyone else is really, really quick, and you come first for a change after coming last for years and years. But it's as if you only come first for that one Olympic final. You know, because the runner just couldn't do it again. He can't do all the training himself without a coach. He can't do everything without all the help and support from advisors. He won't be able to do it. He needs help and support to come first. A runner cannot come first without the help and support of others. Nobody can. And that's why I didn't. And that's why I can't come first. Is because Ghost doesn't have that support. That's the only way it will. Everybody knows that. I'm not asking for it. I would never ask any of you for it. I never would. I never will. You know, I'm not saying I deserve it. I'm not saying I don't. but that's the only way. And I say it's in the hands of fate, me and destiny and stuff, because you guys are awesome, and I do thank you very much for listening to my talking and playing my game. It is very kind. Alright, give me 5 minutes and we'll get cracking on this street. I've had this smoke here, it's been a lovely smoke. Really has. I've had a nice cup of tea as well. I've been stood at the window, my safe house. What is it? 20 to 5. Beautiful game though. But don't you worry, Wiles, I'm sure the channel will pick up again soon. I think it's a Bosch. It looks like a Bosch. They call it an Anad. Look at that dial. That's going back a bit. That's at least like an EWF model of a European brand. That's got to be 91. Is that what year it's set in? It's like 91 or 92. Or it at least feels like the city was frozen in that time. Was that supposed to be Neff, but they called it Noz? Really? I've got one of those kettles. And the basket, but my basket's more, you know, goes across the sink rather than up the wall. Mine goes actually across the sink. The sink's a bit more cleaner than that. Alright, hopefully someone will come by and clean this place up. We'll wait till night, get some sleep, and start again for the morning. Okay, let's go out. Ooh, the God ray's coming through. What time is it? Good Lord, woke us up at 7 AM. Our neighbours are doing well. Alright, how did I get in here? Let's have a look. So, there we go. Nice and safe. For a couple of days. You needed a couple of days. Alright. We get across. Oh. Of course, man, at any time. Will you stream tomorrow? Technically today. Yes. It will be. Hopefully. Yes. As long as all my resources are working. Look at that. Children's playground took over by the dead. By the undead. Toolbox. Some tape. Basket. Some materials. Scrap metal. Aluminium. All kinds of oddities. And ends. Ah, a chocolate bar. Very nice. Some plastic. And we've got a tin can. I think we can take any shirts. Nope. Continue down this alley. What's in here? It's like an old... I can hear heavy breathing. We got a blade, some string. Alright, it's an old freezer. I think someone sniffed me. Nearly. At least we're safe for now. Holy smokes. Here they come. Yeah, of course I'll be streaming tomorrow. Today. Also. bus. I think it's a stick. We rummage through the bus. Rummage. Keep moving.
Fallon, it's me. I'm near the cafe. Anything I should know?
Stay clear of the latte. They tend to burn the milk.
I was lucky. Very, very lucky. Hey, Wells. I'm going to sleep. Mate, have a great night. And God bless. See you tomorrow on stream. No problem, Wells. Thank you very much for your kind hospitality. Good night and God bless to you too. Gotta find a satchel. Did it? Ah! Ah! Oh, nearly. Oh. Oh man, that was tough. Wow. tasted really nice there. I think 3 hours is my limit now these days, until Christmas time. To be honest though, I knew when I was having my smoke before that I was tired. Sensational game. Absolutely phenomenal. Okay, I'm tired now, you know, it's like 1:15. Nice view though. Can't believe how good it still looks after all this time. Super Mario Brothers is like that, isn't it? Even though you play the first one for the Nintendo, you'll still look at it and go, that looks really good. Even though it was made in 87 or 86. You'd still think it looks amazing because it was ahead of its time. That's why. And this game was. And that's why it still looks good to this day. And this is the raw disc. No updates, no patches. The raw disc data version 1, right? And you can tell it still looks like a AAA game today. I don't think anyone, and this is no joust to any developer who's currently making games, but I don't think anyone can top these types of games. I really don't think you can. Like games of Ghost of Tsushima, Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain. They're just games that you just cannot top. Like that Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, right? The actual details in that game, the structure of what Metal Gear Solid is, that Phantom Pain game, is such on a next level that you could have released that last year and everyone would have gone absolutely crazy for it. If we hadn't had a Metal Gear Solid, even if that came out after the one that just came out called Snake Eater, even if they made Snake Eater before Phantom Pain, and then the Phantom Pain come out, it would still blow people away. And maybe I should play Phantom Pain. Maybe I should. Death Stranding would be nice. This is all for another time. I don't want to bore anyone with that. But anyway, good night and God bless. And thank you so much for anyone for listening to my commentary. And I look forward to seeing anyone tomorrow. Please like and subscribe. Bye.